know better.
Between you and my co-workers, I know better than having siblings. Like, you guys piss me off.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. And just think, if we were actual siblings, it would have been worse.
True. Okay, welcome back.
Hi, everyone.
Fingers crossed.
We're episode number 3.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
What have you been up to lately?
No, not much. Not much. You know, what about you? You know?
Bit of this and that.
Bit of this and that. You know, I took some photos before. That was lovely. Loved that.
So did I.
Yeah.
Not my parents. My dogs. My freaking
I mean,
dogs.
they kind of are. Let's face it.
Yeah. I forgot to mention at this point, I haven't mentioned any of the business things that I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
I think you briefly mentioned, like, the lingerie thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so business update, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. So I'm doing lingerie. That's launching in August.
Mm-hmm.
I have a date and I'm like, I'm putting myself under the pump.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes, you know, ADHD, you need that deadline.
You do. Anyway, I'll figure that stuff out. But I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That, and also I'm launching a condom company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is...
This one I'm keen about.
Okay, so, like, this one's been in the works since, like, earlier this year. Basically, I'm sensitive to latex. Makes me itchy AF, like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And...
As it turns out, yeah.
As it turns out. And then also, a lot of people with my illness, which we'll get into in this episode, are sensitive to lubricants. There's a bunch of just fucked ingredients in lubricants. They chuck anything in there. Like, they put... Some lubricants contain glycerin, which is an absolutely fucking bonkers thing to put in to an environment. Like a vagina. Like, if you want a yeast infection, shove sugar in there. Like...
Yeah, actually, it's... Yeah.
Bonkers.
I mean, but let's face it, probably, I presume mostly men make
it's
lubricants. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we don't have hypoallergenic options really in Australia. I mean, like, hypoallergenic is like a very broad term, but like we don't really have many options. Like, it's pretty much just, like, skin,
Latex.
the brand.
Yeah,
Latex is the go-to.
pretty much.
And then also a lot of people in Australia just don't use protection.
That's concerning.
Like, the STI rates here are apparently pretty fucking crazy.
Do you know actually what I've heard? The average Australian sexual partners, that's what I'm thinking of. I think we're like number 2 in the world. Turkey was number 1 with like 14 point something.
Oh, what do you mean, like most amount?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then it's
highest
Aussies
amount.
and then it's New Zealanders.
I mean, there's nothing to do. That's the thing. Like,
We've discussed this before.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Australia also has like crazy rates of like alcohol, like abuse.
Yeah. Oh,
drug
with the highest
abuse.
use of cocaine.
Exactly.
You know?
People are bored out of their minds
Mm-hmm.
and they just find an outlet for it.
Yeah.
So,
Drugs, alcohol, and sex.
I'm just surprised. Like, I don't know about Turkey.
Woo!
Turkey's number 1, did you say?
Yes.
I don't know anything about Turkey really, so I
No,
don't know
not
about the
really.
culture. But I just mean, like, so much of Europe has like art, culture, life, people like participate in stuff.
Well, yeah, they also have a like a nightlife. You know, how many
Yeah.
times with like in Spain, people go out at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whereas
Lots of places,
most in Aussie, like we go home.
yeah.
We're in bed by 10.
Yeah, a lot of places, especially like in regional parts, it's like there's nothing. It's just like the pub. That's
yeah.
it.
Or mate's place or
That's
camping or,
Yeah.
you know.
So
Yeah.
yet again, there's nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, anyway, back to Australians having diseases. One of my friends, a friend of a friend, I should say, or she works with her actually. I don't want to promote her to friend. Whatever. She was talking to this girl and she was like, oh yeah, I met up with this guy off Hinge. What the fuck's with the coughing, Megan?
I don't
We're
know.
trying to record a podcast.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
All right. Anyway, she went out hooked up with this guy off Hinge, first date, and she got gonorrhea.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I know. And she was like, yeah, I don't get it because I'm on the pill.
So, to those who are audio only, I am perplexed. I am confused. But is sex education still a thing? Does that still happen?
I don't know. I don't know if they do
Because
that
I'm
anymore.
like, the pill and gonorrhea doesn't. There's no real correlation there, other than it's
No.
for sexual. Well, sometimes it can be for sexual related. You know,
What?
sometimes like people get the pill because they got acne and stuff.
Oh, I guess.
It's not
yeah,
necessarily
but
because
it's
they want,
It's
you
to
know.
prevent pregnancy.
Yes.
That's what it's for.
Yes.
But I just mean, like, I was like, what?
Yeah. It.
Luckily, she's not having a baby because, like, that baby would be fucked.
Oh.
But, like,
I just worry. I really worry.
anyway. So apparently, like, people just don't use protection. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So, I mean, actually, to be fair, my doctor, because I talked to him about, like, what are my options? He was like, pretty much raw dogging. He was like, just see how you go. I was like,
What about the pregnancy part? That's like,
yeah, what about the pregnancy part?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you know.
Yeah.
But granted, also at the same time, like, you're very aware of your cycle, so you know
I
when,
am.
obviously, when you're violating.
Honestly, it feels like I'm being violated.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Ovulating, sorry.
Yeah.
So, you'd be able to sort of like, but also at the same time, like, you don't want to risk it because that's a very permanent thing to have in your life.
Yeah, pretty permanent. I mean, I would definitely get it taken. The full coat hanger experience.
Actually, I have no word for that. On abortion, legal in Victoria. Well, pretty much all of Australia, but I just want to make sure that people know it is legal. It is
available.
allowed.
Yeah.
Societally.
Yeah, at the same time, I've had friends who've had them and apparently, like, it wasn't the best experiences and, like, a bit of judgment and stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately. But also at the same time, why is it always like, okay.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
I'm just sort of like, there's it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Why does the woman always have to, and why do we have to always take the pill? Men can have it too. They have a male pill, but they don't want to take it because it has so many side effects. It's like, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take the pill because of all the side effects. I mean, I can't.
Also, I've had it. I had two and I was allergic to both. So.
Hey, I was allergic to mine as well.
Yeah. Oh, twinsies.
Cute.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, pills are shit. Absolute crap.
I mean, that being said, some people love it. Like, some people want to, like, kill themselves when they're on the pill. And then it, like, gets their hormone. Seriously. There are people who are, like, suicidal, like, they have such severe PMDD, and then they get on the pill and they're fine.
All right, well.
So, like, it does help some people. I'm not anti the pill. It's, like, a good option. But at the same time, like, it does fuck up a bunch of things.
It just, I don't know.
Can
I just sort of find that it's basically any sort of sexual health, anything to limit pregnancies and stuff, it's always usually the woman that has to worry about.
Yeah, it's our responsibility.
Yeah, which to a degree, obviously, but also at the same time, like, we can't get pregnant by ourselves.
True.
You know? So, like, I would want to look after myself for my own sake.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't want to have a child. But at the same time, like...
When do you want to get into that, Megan? Another episode?
Sure.
You're such a guarded person.
I am, guys. You might learn a few things more than other people.
This is what I mean. Like, you're like a mystery wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a brick
An enigma.
wall. An enigma. No, but like also like a brick wall with armed guards.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of rows of armed guards.
Yeah. And a moat.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Big,
know?
big moat. Big.
Also, I'll talk
wide.
about anything. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm trying to be more open.
Also, that being said, I'm talking to you is fine. Talking to new people can be quite exhausting.
Yeah.
But like, it's us, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. To each their own.
Anyway.
Condoms.
I presume there was a reason that you were saying that I was guarded. I presume because of the hysterectomy thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want
I've had a hysterectomy.
Oh, okay. That's what I mean. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? Like, you don't want to have children? You can't have children.
No,
you
I
took
can't
care
have
of that.
children.
That's done.
That is sorted. I didn't do it because I didn't want children. I had a what was it? Endometrial hyperplasia, which is a precancerous issue that basically globally it is either you have to go in 6 monthly for like a check-in just to make sure, obviously, explore your uterus and make sure there's nothing wrong, it hasn't progressed further, or get it removed. And I knew I was 30, how old am I now? Like maybe like 33-ish, around then. And I had known that I wasn't going to have babies. I didn't want to ever be pregnant. And I was like, fine, take it out. And also at the same time, like, don't have to worry about periods. So...
And then also they left your ovaries in, so you still have like hormones and everything.
Yes, yeah, because otherwise they would have put me into menopause.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, the ovaries are very vital for hormonal and et ceteras. And I was like, yep, that's fine. I'm happy to keep my ovaries. I don't mind.
Cool.
Uterus out, ovaries in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put that on your list. As in,
Exactly.
like, uterus out, ovaries in.
In.
Yeah.
Ovaries are totally in.
They're so hot right now.
They are. They're
Yeah.
so vital and important to the body. Hormonal production, et ceteras, et ceteras. Babies if you want them.
If you want them.
If
Condoms.
sort of like, what were we?
Yeah.
Condoms.
But like I was gonna say, on cycle stuff, because like you obviously have trouble. I mean, your period was all over the place anyway.
Yes.
PCOS.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, PCOS.
So also, did you know that that's trauma related?
For fuck's sake. Of course it is.
I know. I saw a TikTok about it. How like it disturbs your nervous system and
Yeah.
then that disturbs your hormones.
Yeah, well, I mean, they basically say autoimmune, basically, well,
It's all trauma or generally trauma.
general trauma and suppressed emotions and et cetera, et cetera. And,
Yeah.
and I'm sort of like, yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Because I just mean like are you the only one with PCOS in your family?
yeah. Oh, that I know anyway.
And you like cop the most trauma.
Yeah, I think maybe there's like a cousin that might have PCOS, but yeah, it's basically just me.
Anyway, that old chestnut.
I was a sensitive gal, you know, my
Yeah.
body decided that was the way it needed to process it, and
Whatever.
it is what it is. Yeah, but I mean, we're at least trying to rectify, well, maybe not rectify, but at least trying to manage.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Yeah.
which also, I just want to preface that I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was about 18. I had x-rays and stuff, and they were like, yeah, PCOS. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That was it. For the next almost 20 years, no information. The only information I've learnt is either from you or anything that I've sort of figured out myself. I was told it was because I was overweight. Turns out not the issue.
Also, like PCOS makes you gain weight. It's very
And
hard
also
to lose weight.
lose weight, exactly. So it's sort of like it was just such bad information. And even eventually, when we go into it, when I had cancer and stuff, I went to a fertility specialist because of things I'll discuss then. But yeah, she also didn't give me anything, and she was all into like female fertility, like she was pioneer and champion for it, but yet nothing.
All right.
So
Cool.
condoms.
Also, like, you know what's really shit? I will have to censor that word in any teasers and stuff because you can't say condom on social media platforms.
Why?
I don't know. It's like a bad word.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so fucked. It's like it's literally a health device.
Yeah, also, like there's some videos that I watch and people are so obviously cautious about what they say, but even like blood, for example, they said red fluid.
Really?
Yeah, because she was like, I don't know if that's acceptable, but I just don't want to risk it. And I'm like,
interesting.
why are we trying to censor these words that are just like blood or
I don't know.
condoms?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we're censoring condoms. Like what?
I don't
I
know.
don't get it.
Becoming a lot more conservative with our speech.
Ugh, that's so fucking annoying.
A little bit.
Whatever. Okay, yeah, condoms. So, basically in Australia, the options are latex or there's isopropylene, I believe it's called. It's like a fake latex. But at the same time, even if you're sensitive to latex, you can be sensitive to isopropylene. Because it's like the structure is very similar. It's just like not made from rubber.
Right.
Anyway, but then overseas they have polyurethane condoms. And I don't know why there is no polyurethane in Australia. That really confuses me because basically they're thinner and they conduct heat better. They feel better. But also, odds of you being allergic to plastic, 0 to none.
Well, I mean, plastic is pretty much a part of our lives now.
We're full of microplastics.
We are.
So why not have them, inside us in other ways?
Exactly. In another way.
In another way. So
Romantic.
yeah. So, I'm trying to import polyurethane condoms and basically I want lubricant free. That's my goal. I will release lubricant. People can, because here's the thing, lubricant on condoms, that's not enough. Like if you need it, it's not enough. And then if you don't need it or if you're sensitive to it, well then it's way too much.
Yes.
So really, it shouldn't be on there.
Yeah. Let the people decide.
Exactly. Let the people choose for themselves. And also, obviously, +1 sale. So that's marketing 101. Anyway, but then basically it's really hard to manufacture any kind of like material like polyurethane without some sort of separating medium. And then the separating medium becomes powdered once it dries. It's like it's a fluid and then it dries. It's usually some sort of like calcium compound, but it becomes powdered. So the condoms that I received, the samples, they're all powdered. And I was like, how the fuck do I get powder-free condoms? It's like powder-free gloves. You have non-latex, generally nitrile gloves, which are powder-free. Turns out they're rinsed.
Yeah.
I told you about this.
Yes, you did.
They're rinsed and yet they are sterile, I'm pretty sure. So right now I'm talking to manufacturers and I'm seeing if they can rinse them, but they're like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because usually they just add lube and then it dissolves the powder and then it gets shit.
Yeah, and then you don't have to worry.
Yeah, so like I understand that from a manufacturing perspective. However, like who the fuck wants powdered condoms?
I mean, it's not my preferred option personally.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to see if there's like a sterile way they can clean them because like obviously they could hand rinse them, but like.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen personally.
No. And then also, like, I am going to have to deal with the TGA, the Therapeutic Goods Association, because it is a health product.
Yes.
Full disclosure.
Yes.
So I'm jumping through those hoops right now, sussing that out. But I really, there's a market for it. Like, everyone I've told about this is like, oh my God, like, yeah, I would love to try, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
even sex workers as well.
Sex workers? Yeah, because they generally become sensitive to latex through exposure.
Yep.
So right now, skin is like cleaning up. I mean, skin basically, this is like, I hate when you
The
can
brand
tell.
Skin.
Skin, yeah, SKYN. They came in and they completely disrupted the latex market by releasing
love
no
that.
latex, because like latex was invented like in the 1800s, and they introduced it into the market, and that hasn't changed.
Well,
Like they've done like glow in the dark condoms, but not non-latex.
oh, they've done like ribbed.
Yeah, ribbed,
Flavoured.
Who the fuck wants flavored condoms? God, that makes me angry.
Because also they don't taste good.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
you're right. That is a problem.
That's the problem.
I just mean like, whatever, that pisses me off. Anyway, so like we need polyurethane. However, I recently found out that there's a company in Sydney that's been developing hydrogel condoms for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
And they've received a bunch of government funding. It
Yep.
would completely disrupt the market
Love
because
that.
they're self-lubricating.
Love that.
So, and they're also hypoallergenic. Like, yeah, I don't know if they're made from like some sort of vegetable cellulose or something, but very, like, pretty much impossible to be allergic to them, and literally draws like your moisture from you, which is super cool. But like, it's been 7 years and they still haven't launched.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sort of wondering what the issue is there.
I don't know. I'm gonna get in touch with them because like I guess I think my product still should exist. However, that would like I would eliminate my need for them.
Yes.
And I mean, it would completely disrupt the market.
Yes.
So I'm
Which would be
looking forward to
lovely.
that. I would love to see that. Fuck
Totally.
latex. Why the fuck are we using that in like 2025? Except people just aren't using them.
As it turns out, no.
Yeah. People are just like, fuck that.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a pack of condoms.
I could,
Oh,
because I've been buying them for testing reasons.
actually, yeah, no, that's, different reasons. But
Ugh.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, I just don't have sex with men. Or women.
She's not buying dental dams either, I guess.
No, oh my God, dental dams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
I know. Nobody knows about those.
I remember in year 7, we had that, the sort of very brief little discussion.
The banana.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And, diaphragm. They had their diaphragm as well.
They got rid of that.
Yeah.
Very hard to find now.
Yeah.
And also, you can't have it. I've had toxic shock syndrome, so now I can't use them. 'Cause that
Oh,
was an
really?
option. Yep. But I can't have things inside my body for too long because things
hence
could go
like a menstrual
haywire.
cup as well, wouldn't
Yeah,
we?
menstrual cup, no. Menstrual cup, no. Diaphragm, no.
What about tampons?
No.
Wow.
That's how I got sick.
Noted.
So don't be doing that.
No. Turns out you should change it every, how often?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Literally, that was, like, I guess I can tell this story now. Oh, I don't want to, though. I don't want men
Well,
to
then
be talking
don't
the whole time. Yeah, okay, but basically, like, the nurse, when I was put in hospital, she was like, how long did you have it inside you? And I was like, 12 hours. And she was like, you shouldn't have anything inside you for more than 4 hours. They have 6 to 8 on the packaging, I'm pretty sure. And, like, she looked at me like I was an idiot. I was like, what?
Also, sex education in Australia needs to get 100% better.
Yes.
Please and thank you. Just because sex stuff didn't really get talked about at school at all.
It's just like Australia's so secretly conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
That's why I think it's important for like podcasts like this to exist where we can talk about stuff openly.
Yes.
Because people are just so fucking secretive about this shit.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I
It's
get
like
it.
it's like taboo and like
Yeah.
Christianity influencing our society, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like, I want to know this stuff, and if I can provide it to other people, wonderful.
Yeah.
There's just little things that we're just never really taught, and even like about our periods and stuff, and it's always sort of seen as taboo, and like I sort of remember the first time I got my period, and it was just sort of like hush hush, and like you can talk about,
I
but
remember
you
that,
know,
yeah. I remember you saying that like your mum was like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was just sort of like, I guess it depends on your periods if you've got endometriosis and etc. issues, but like getting your period is such a marker of girlhood, womanhood, whatever you want to call it, and that reproductive era and etc. And you're becoming a woman now, and it's like it's such the start and the gateway, and it's just sort of like you don't talk about it. And then at the same time, like sort of womanhood and femalehood and that sort of like hush-hush and a bit taboo as well.
I think it's tricky because, like, we are very hush-hush and stuff about it. At the same time, like, why not have a celebration?
Yeah.
You know, because it is, like, I mean, like, it's not fun. But,
No.
like, at the same time, like, it's, like, a big turning point in your life.
Again, I can't remember what it's like. It's so long ago.
Show your mouth. You show your whole mouth.
So shut my whole mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is. It totally is. It's like a sort of an entry point. It's a marker. It's a pivotal moment in a lot of our lives because it's like basically now we can have babies and we can do that type of stuff and
That type of stuff.
My
God.
You know,
Yeah.
that's that thing that people do.
You're a nutter.
I really don't want children. I don't know if that's evident or not, but
Don't worry. Stop dating
not
men with
happening.
children.
Yeah, actually.
Stop trying to date men with children. Fuck. This is really up to you.
Yeah, that's another point. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Anyway, condoms.
Just quickly on periods, I want to say I remember being really happy when I got mine.
Oh, really?
I was on school camp.
Oh.
I was in year
Which
10.
one? Year 10?
Year 10, yeah. I was like 15, 16.
Really?
Yes, 15.
I remember because I did year 7 twice. I got it first year 7, so I would have
There you
been
go. Wow, that's early.
11.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was on the other end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Well, I don't know. I was jealous of all the girls getting periods because I was like, oh, I wish I had tampons and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
And then I got it and I was like, yeah,
It's like I'm like everyone else.
I'm a woman now.
Yeah. Take that, bitches.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet though. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Wait, which camp was it? We
Year
can take
10,
this out.
Like, no, we can take it. Like, there was the city camp.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like we were in like a backpackers. We stayed in backpackers for a week. It was actually like I loved that camp.
Okay, can I just point out, like, again, this sounds so bougie, but in the previous years, they all went to Tasmania. Thank you.
What?
They all went to Tassie, and they either flew or took a boat.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, because it was 2 years before, like, not the year above, the one before that, and apparently they ruined it. They did some naughty things, and the school was like, nope. So then that's why we didn't get to go to Tassie. So that's why I was like so livid that our school camp was for us to go to a backpackers in Melbourne. Again, backpackers, love them. They're great. But in like in the city.
I've never known this.
Really?
Because you had older sisters,
Yes.
obviously, who went to the same school.
Yes.
I never knew.
Yeah.
I would have loved to go into Tassie,
Thank you, me too.
but at the same time, I did love. That was my favorite camp of like all the
Well,
ones
then
that I
it
did.
worked out for you. I'm very happy for you.
I just mean like I hate camping, so like we're staying in a backpack as like shit as backpackers is.
Yes.
Like that, like, and also like we
And it
went
was
to
a
like
very like cheap backpackers too. Like it wasn't.
I guess.
I mean, granted, that's a backpackers, but it was like because obviously it was all 100 and something of us. We were in, like the bigger the room, with multiple bunks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
But like it was so fun. Like we got to go see plays and stuff.
yeah, like it actually turned out to be pretty cool. Like we got to go see We Will Rock You, the musical.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yep.
I remember there was some like bathhouses that we got to go to.
Yeah, I think we went to like Carlton Baths.
Yeah, we got to sort of learn about the grid of Melbourne, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah, we did like Queen Vic Market and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
It was-
yeah.
I loved it. I loved that city camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it was.
But Tasmania, damn.
I just love because there was all the other ones which were literally in nature, but the one that you liked was the one when you were in the city.
Connect the dots there.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell that she does not like it?
I just hate camping.
You're not
I
a
hate
fan.
being exposed to the elements. If
Yeah.
we stayed in like a cabin
Totally
or
different.
something nice, and actually I hated those camps as well.
Yes, you did.
In like a nice cabin.
I think it was like an overnight thing where you didn't really go into nature that much.
Yeah, true. I also hate hiking.
Yes.
Then we did a lot of that.
And there was
I
like
don't
fires
understand.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't even fucking understand. I don't get the appeal of that personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that camp where we had to go like to the beach. We had to like, go to like Wilson's prom
oh, God.
and like hike for like 12 k's. I was like, how about you just stab me to death? Why the fuck is this fun?
Be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that one because we had to hike up to the top of Mount Oberon, I think it was.
Yes.
And like I wasn't the fittest child, and like it was obviously very triggering, and yeah, I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that camp either. Like, yeah, the beach, woo.
But it was also like miserable and cold and wet.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we doing? Like, what
Oh,
are we doing?
God.
If I wanted to do this, like, I'd be in the Scouts.
Exactly. But I wasn't. We weren't because it's shit. Fucking camps.
So city camping for us, please.
My favorite, actually, I missed winter camp that time that we went, which I'm sad because I never learned how to ski.
Winter camp.
We had a winter camp in year 9. But at the same time, I went to Dalesford / the Hepburn Springs with my mum. She was like, let's go for a holiday. And went there and just went and had like massages and spas and stuff for a week. And I was like, fuck you, school camp.
I mean, that's why you weren't there.
Yeah, I was too busy having a massage.
Oh, because I really didn't want to go on that camp.
It was shit.
Because the first day we had to go for a hike. Hiking up a mountain. I don't understand. Anyway.
It's shit.
It is.
At the same time, people learned how to ski.
Yeah, I did. First time I did cross country skiing.
I think I would have liked that.
It actually was a lot of fun. I'd never done like any other skiing before. That was the first time, and also hadn't really been in like a snowy winter.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're not all too common in Australia. Specifically, actually just all of Australia. So yeah, I actually did cross, and I really loved it, and I was actually pretty good.
Damn, I think I would like it as well.
Yeah, but it also was a lot of like camping type experiences.
Gross.
So like there was mountain biking and stuff.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like it was a lot of like fun for people who enjoy that stuff.
I don't get it. Whatever.
No, it's not for you.
No, like I would rather be able to play. I would rather be like playing a board game. I'd rather be indoors. I'd rather be warm.
Away from nature.
Yep.
Preferable.
I don't mind small doses of nature, but like being in there, like battling the elements is not for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a rough it type of gal.
No, I'm not.
Which, you know what? You know that and I appreciate it.
Yeah. I could be at the NGV and instead like we're camping.
I love that.
Whatever.
I feel like it's wonderful.
Okay. I just think you have to know yourself.
Yeah, and you do.
And
you knew at a young age too.
And on that note, I don't know how I thought of this, but you were saying that I was like enterprising as a child. When I was 8, I requested a fax machine for my birthday because I wanted to launch a business. And if you know about astrology, yeah, I do have a Capricorn stellium. Yeah, I do, actually.
Fax machine.
And I used to answer the phone and I was like, hello, last name residence. Like I was my own fucking receptionist.
That's such an Eric thing to do. Oh, I love that at 8 you were like, I want a fax machine.
I was such a Lucy in it. What a strange child.
Oh, God, that was wonderful. Jesus. How's my makeup?
We tried our best. Well, at least we were hot for the first half of the episode.
You know what? That's the main part. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that was funny.
Sorry.
A fax machine at 8 years old. Okay, so, yeah, enterprising. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's my business update, guys. I'm trying to think, are there any other businesses? Podcast. Joined a band.
Yes, you did.
First rehearsal
Bass
this
player.
week. Bass player. I played bass before, but I've never been a bass player in a band. So got to learn that. What else? I have my music.
I'm happy on the fax machine. Okay, keep it together.
Yeah, the main things: lingerie, condom company.
Yep.
Podcast. And
bass player.
And also, I guess I'm trying to do my music projects, but that's kind of on the back burner because I'm pretty busy.
Well, you know, you've got 4 other things to focus on at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll keep you guys updated. If you have any tips, thoughts, let me know.
Yeah. Anything you'd like her to do. She's pretty enterprising.
Yeah. Don't.
I'm not
Fucking don't. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Also, I'm going to have a lingerie launch. I really want to have a launch party.
Yeah. Do you want to give out the name yet, or?
Oh, yeah. It's out. Midnight Princess.
Yeah, Midnight Princess.
Follow it.
Woo!
I mean, like, I need to do photo shoots.
Yep.
But I kind of, like, I don't want to tease too much before the actual launch.
Sure.
I just, like, wanted to launch it, like, get the idea out there so people know about it. And then...
Should we have, like, insert picture here?
Yeah, sure. Insert picture here. I showed one of the guys, I went on a date the other day, and the first guy I showed him, and I was like, this is so cringe, like, showing someone like me in lingerie. And he was like, that's not the word I'd use.
Well, seeing as though the one that wasn't in lingerie, he's basically looked at 2 to 3 times a day. So,
Yeah.
Thoughts,
Anyway,
opinions?
I think he was a fan.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yes. So a few businesses.
Few businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting them off the ground. And like I do have my full-time job. And on that note, I did a leadership panel the other day.
Yep.
So like I did basically I was part of this leadership program last year, and I came and like did like a talk, like a Q&A with the new batch.
Cool.
And I did manage to slip a dig in. Like they were like, what was your main takeaway?
Ooh.
And I was like, anyone can learn leadership skills. Not everyone's a leader.
Nice.
And the guy who runs it, I won't name him, but he was like, yeah.
Love that he agrees with
That's
you.
right. All right, cool. Anyway, this episode is meant to be about health.
Yeah. That's gone well.
Yeah. Well,
we sort of... Well, okay. Do you want to mention yours or mention mine?
I've done so much talking.
Okay, mine then. So I was diagnosed with cancer.
You said dog-nosed.
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 I was dog-nosed with cancer, although maybe dogs can sniff it out. Diagnosed. Is that better? I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, which explains the scar on my neck here. That was where lymph node had to be taken out because it got enlarged. But I was, 23 when I got diagnosed? I was sick for about 6 months beforehand. And at the beginning, it was very, gastro symptoms, very, just vomiting, diarrhea, just, general malaise, just no energy type of thing.
Yep.
Went to the GP, just gastro, still wasn't feeling well. She said, oh, maybe it's, you just need a holiday. I was about to go to...
Did she say you need a holiday?
Yeah, she said, oh, maybe you just, run down, you just need a break, you just need a sort of, that type of mentality.
All right. Did you do a blood test?
Yeah, yes, I think so. Oh, there was multiple blood tests and stuff done.
Okay,
I can't, they all blend into one. But, so then said that. But then even looking back at the photos, I was pale and my eyes were, sort of that orangey...
Ooh.
I did not look well at all looking back.
I just don't understand. It took you 6 months to be diagnosed because I remember you going to doctors.
Yeah, I went to doctors all the time. I was like, I'm not well.
Yeah.
I was taking time off work. Work was getting a bit frustrated with me because I was taking so much time off. And I was like, I couldn't help it because I was just so sick.
Yeah.
There was even a point where I fainted in the shower and I messaged my boss and said, look, I just fainted. I'll be in soon because I was just so not necessarily worried that I was going to lose my job, but just sort of I didn't want to keep saying oh, I can't come in, Anyway, so yeah, it was just really sick. And there was a point where I could walk to my letterbox and back. And that was maybe 100 meters. And I was needing a 2-hour nap. I was so tired. Went to multiple doctors, multiple tests. Nothing was coming up. Also, looking back now, my GP probably wasn't the best option, but that's fine. I went to an infectious disease specialist. I went to an endocrinologist who was the one who was able to find it. And then eventually, once they had the lymph node removed, they finally was able to diagnose me with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had no clue what that was. I didn't know what cancer was. I was oncology. What's that? Who's who? I was only 23, so I was very naive to the world and the way it all works and stuff. And and especially at the beginning, they just throw all this information at you and just sort of you'll remember it. But anyway, yeah, there was a day where I was going in for a checkup because they said, they called me on the Thursday. I think I had the surgery on the Wednesday. They called me on the Thursday and was like, hey, you need to come in, Monday, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yep, cool, no worries. Again, not thinking anything of it. And I went in with my mum because I think my mum had an idea, but she came in and they started talking. They said, blah, 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 blah. This is what you got. And I was like, okay, what? And then, I look over to my mum and she was crying. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not a good sign. If my mum's crying, something's wrong. And then, tests and stuff like that. And even I went back to work and said to my boss, hey, this is what I've got, I have to do this and blah, blah, blah. And even still, I was saying the word chemo and I was like, can't, and I didn't even know what I was telling him. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, well, trauma. So I went back to work and then obviously told work what was going on. And it was kind of a little bit of vindication because it was there was a reason why I was taking all that time off. It was because I had cancer. So, but thankfully it was very early on. It was stage 2B, if anyone knows about Hodgkin's. Stage 2B, it was only contained in my lymph nodes. Wonderful. And very easily treated. It was a course of ABVD, which is the particular acronym for the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me what they are. Yeah, the chemo.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what it means. I could not tell you.
Did you have radiation?
No, thankfully. No, God. No, I've heard
Terrible things?
Oh, God, yes. It's horrible because you have to go like every day. You don't like, I got to have mine every fortnight. And so that was doable, but it was still, it does numbers to your body. But yeah, so then within less than 2 weeks, I had gone from being surgery to chemo. And obviously because they want you to get treated straight away, which fair enough. But in the meantime, I had to go see a fertility specialist. I had to go see a heart specialist. I had to do all these tests, and like they had to test my heart and see how good it was, and you know all these other things just to make sure get a baseline. And I had to get like a PET scan done as well. If anyone knows what those are, it's like a specialized, sort of like an MRI almost. Like you sort of are similar, but it's just a little bit more detailed, and you're there for like an hour. And
Did they inject you with stuff?
Yeah, it's sort of like I think it was like a specific like radiation type. Yeah, contrast or something. It was like a sugar syrup or something. I can't remember. But yeah, they had to put that into, then they could highlight where all the cancer was and stuff, obviously. So then they know where and what and whatever. But then, yeah, pretty much from that, I then also had to get, what's the thing when they put it in your hip? Stem cells. They had to get a stem cell as well. So they had to do that.
Was that really painful?
No, because I was completely out for it.
Okay, but I mean like afterwards.
Oh, yeah, like it was a bit sort of sore because, you know, obviously it's in your hip and I was laying down and, you know. But also at the same time, like, I can't really remember any of it, so I wouldn't say it'd be that. Okay. Although for, like, the next couple of years afterwards, whenever it was cold, my hip would always be a little bit sore. And I was like, that's a bit odd. But, yeah, so the first time I had it, I had their stem cells first and then all the chemo after that. And then, and then after that, it was just a slow progression of, obviously, chemo every fortnight and then, you know, the usual things of losing your hair and your appetite and, you know, like your skin also gets really dry and sort of, it just, it was not great. So, you know, just the usual lovely symptoms of doing all that kind of stuff. But I was also really lucky because I had different people with me at each time and, you know, so that was nice. At least I got to have people take me and I didn't have to drive and stuff. But like just the days afterwards, you're just really out of it. You have no energy, no motivation. You're feeling like shit, you know, obviously. And you don't really have an appetite, but you also have to like take all these pills. And then also they were giving me steroids. And then at one point I was feeling better and I was just like, steroids felt like I constantly just needed to eat. I just had to have all this food. And also, mind you, in 6 months I had lost about 30 kilos as well.
When you got sick? When I got sick,
yeah. So, you know, there was that. And then afterwards I sort of, with feeling better and the steroids and stuff, I then put all that weight back on, which kind of sucks, but, you know, I'm cancer-free, so that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that. And then I remember I had another PET scan halfway through and they said basically like the cancer had gone and, you know, I was pretty much in the clear, but they wanted to do it another 3 months just to make sure that everything's all, you know, there's no microscopic parts and, you know, but then the second half was so much better than the first half because obviously the cancer had gone.
Cool.
So it wasn't. But then also one of the side effects was that the lymph nodes were pressing on my nerves in my arms. So in my right arm still, the tips of my fingers can go numb, especially if I'm like doing a lot with my arm, which is, it's a weird feeling because it kind of brings you back. But yeah, it was one of those things where it was just a very long 6 months of chemo and treatment. And then afterwards you then have to deal with this new version of normal that's not, it's like not many people go through it, and especially a 23-year-old woman doesn't tend to go through cancer all that often. So, you know, and especially with my particular cancer, it was mostly men who got it. And then usually if it is, like sometimes it could be younger men, but mostly it was older men as well. So there wasn't, again, a lot of women who also had it. So that was something. But, you know, I was really lucky. I got, you know, really great doctors. I was able to get sorted and straight away. Also love the fact that we have free healthcare in Australia. That is absolutely essential. And the fact that like all my medication as well, financially I was okay because I was still technically with my work, but I was able to get sort of like a pension almost, like through my super, which was another. It was like
cool.
because you get health insurance in your super. Well, you can in your super, so I was able to get that, and yeah, like so I was really well looked after in a lot of ways, looking back, which was really fortunate. But yeah, you know, you also had to deal with the whole losing your hair, and I remember there was one guy who didn't want to. Sort of, well, maybe not necessarily sleep with me, but didn't want to be with me because he was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to handle you with no hair and stuff like this. And I was just like, okay, you know, great.
What?
I know.
When was this?
Well, when I was going through it all back then.
But like, did you see him before?
Yeah, I sort of saw him beforehand, so he knew what I looked like, but obviously I told him this is what's going on. And then he was like, oh, I don't know how to handle that. Anyway, that's fine. He's a person that exists.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
like, just quickly on that note, it's like apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard nurses on TikTok talk about how they have to prep cancer patients that their partner's probably going to leave them when they get sick.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and unfortunately, mostly if it's women who get sick, it's the men who leave. Mm-hmm. If men get sick, most women tend to stay. Yeah. Yep. Because it is, you know. Mm. But yeah, no, I have heard that. And I mean, luckily, fortunately, I didn't have a partner.
Yeah.
I don't know the right word, but, you know, so that, again, that wasn't an issue that I had to worry about, thankfully.
I guess, but it's like you were sleeping with a guy and he's like, no.
Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, but I couldn't imagine getting sick, like, you know, especially if you've married someone and you've said in sickness and in health, and then they're like, oh, you're sick. Nah, gotta go.
Well, I guess like a lot of men marry women because they're useful, not because they love them.
Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of relationships are like that.
So, yeah, it's like, well, you're not useful.
Yeah. What good do you serve? Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But, yeah, so thankfully got, just had to have checkups every now and then. I think it was like once a month, and then it pushed out to 3 months, and then 6 months, and then a year, and then eventually after 5 years, because my tests were so good during and then afterwards, and then it just was consistently always good, they were like, no, don't need to have come back again. And I was like, sick.
Cool.
But they said, obviously, if you ever have any symptoms that are similar, maybe. But yeah, ever since then, clean bill of health until the endometrial hyperplasia, where it was a potential precancerous, and then had to have the hysterectomy to get that removed. So, which again, previous episode wasn't upset about. I would just say that anyone who does go and have a hysterectomy, just make sure that you've got people to look after you, because you will not be able to move or do anything at all.
Abdominal surgery is fucked, hey?
I don't think I fully prepared myself for, like, I couldn't even stand up for that long. Like, it's like you literally bent over for a large portion of it. You know, but, you know, it wasn't that bad, I think. Like, it was 6 to 8 weeks of recovery after that, and then everything. But yeah, so other than those two things, pretty much clean bill of health. Well, except for the mental health, but that's fine. Physical health, better.
Yeah. Mental health.
Look, we're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
You know, fortnightly therapy. That's good.
Yeah, you're doing your best.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Yeah. But yeah, that's my health journey in life.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyone who has any other cancer stories, I'd love to be able to relate to some of you. That'd be nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Share them.
Yeah. Any autoimmune illnesses, feel free to share those too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll talk about mine.
Your turn.
My turn. Okay, well, I'm just trying to think of my medical history, because you gave like a full rundown. Because like pretty much the only two things I can think about are when I was 26, on my 26th birthday, I got toxic shock syndrome.
Yes, that's not good.
Left a tampon in for 12 hours, like I slept with it in. Woke up the next morning and just had like flu symptoms. Went to hospital the next day. I slept over at a friend's house. Oh no, I had a nap at her house, and she was like, your breathing's really shallow when I woke up. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I drove myself to hospital. That was stupid. And they... Like, I took a Panadol. That's right. I had a temperature, and I took a Panadol before I went. So I didn't have a temperature, so they let me go. They were like, it's probably just a cold or flu. I don't think they checked my blood pressure, because I almost passed out at the wheel driving home from the hospital. Yeah. I'm not going to name which hospital that was, but I was like, you're on my shit list for now.
I presume I know which one it is.
No.
Well, we can edit this out. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Their emergency department is not good.
Yeah, my cousin used to work there.
Okay. Well, do a better job.
Well, I'll tell her now that she's moved on.
Yep.
Obviously.
The next day, I came home and I was like passing out. Like I could not stay conscious. And I actually thought I was going to die. Like I was like, Mum, I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Because I was like, I can't stay conscious. It was fucked. So then she took me to the doctor the next morning and he did a write-up and basically like forced them to admit me. So I went to a local hospital, which isn't apparently as good, but they admitted me and they did a blood test and immediately picked up that I had gold staph. I had the non-flesh-eating kind of flesh-eating bacteria.
Wonderful.
Staph aureus.
Great.
Yeah, and like it's so fucked. Like so many people leave tampons in for ages and forget and all that stuff. And I left mine in overnight, which I'd never done before. And that one time I got toxic shock.
Never will again.
No, well I don't use them anymore. Exactly. I was like, it's too scary.
Fair.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that happened. And I spent a week in hospital.
That's not good.
No, and I had like vancomycin, which is a really, really heavy antibiotic, and a mast cell destabilizer.
Interesting.
And I had big doses. You know what really pissed me off when I think about that? Everyone was like, make sure you drink lots of water. Make sure you drink lots of water. No one brought me water. I was like out of it. I had like 2 IVs in each arm being pumped full of antibiotics.
Because obviously you've got a blood infection.
Yeah, literally 2 IVs in each arm.
Yeah.
And they didn't bring me water and they were so worried about the vancomycin cooking my kidneys because it's such a strong thing. And no one brought me water. So I wonder if I do have kidney damage from that.
Well, we know you've got gallbladder issues.
Oh, yeah, that's my other thing. Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, I guess I'll get to that. Anyway, that like I'm just thinking about that. That really pissed me off because I'm like a real type A person. Like if someone was like, oh, you need water, I would go get a slab of water and bring it to hospital and like help that person out. No one did that.
Well, also because, yeah, you were completely out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate that. I hate not being surrounded by organised people. Whatever. They needed someone like me with a fax machine getting shit done. You know? Crazy.
8-year-old Erica with a fax machine.
Exactly. If 8-year-old me was around, she would have got it done.
She would have.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, she would have bossed everyone around and told what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh, man. 8-year-old Erica. Bring her back.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll cover gallbladder because that's quick and easy.
Yes.
So basically, I got COVID for the first time last year. Yet again on my birthday. Fucking birthday. I got to watch out. My dad flew down from Queensland for my birthday and he infected me with COVID. And apparently he didn't get it, but I'm like, you weren't testing yourself properly because he definitely had something.
That's a bit rude.
The week after, like it takes like, I think I had it for like 10 days or something. And I started feeling like gallbladder pain and I kept throwing up. I couldn't, and I was like, oh, fuck. And my dad had his gallbladder out.
And it's like, that's not a normal symptom of COVID.
No. Well, no, I think I was over the COVID. But I just started getting like gallbladder pain. And I told my dad and he was like, go to the hospital. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to. I hate going to hospital.
Yes.
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, also to preface that, you had a lot of medical stays and hospital stays beforehand. So there was reasons why you didn't want to go into hospital again.
Yeah. I'm like, that's like last resort. Like if I'm dying, I'll go to hospital.
Yes, which turns out.
Oh, yeah, I was dying because it turns out my gallbladder had perforated and I had gangrene. So there was no option. Like I had to go to hospital or I would fucking die.
Yes. Which again, not the preferred option.
No. And the thing is like, it wasn't like, the pain wasn't that bad, but it was just constant.
Yeah.
So I went to hospital, went to a local emergency department and basically I don't know why I fucking did this, but I had a chip and I had a sip of mineral water. And that set off the worst fucking pain I've ever experienced in my life. It was like being chainsawed in half. I think that's when my gallbladder ruptured. Because it was like keeping together, and it clearly burst. Because it was like inside.
Yep. So it's sort of like, you know what, people who had to have amputations without painkillers. Yeah.
I have a vague idea of what that would be like.
Fuck.
Anyway, so yeah, and like my pain threshold is crazy good.
Oh, totally. I mean, with everything you've gone through, 100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with pain generally.
Yeah.
I don't take painkillers at all ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't.
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another story. That's coming. So like I usually when I'm in pain I go quiet. I was screaming, full on screaming in hospital. Like I've heard those people in emergency department screaming. That was me. I never thought I'd be one of those people, but I was like literally like I was begging them to knock me out. I was like, I don't give a fuck if I die. That would be, I would welcome that.
Preferred option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather die than experience another second of this.
Yes.
So basically they gave me ketamine. And it was great. I understand why people like that.
Yeah, like, and also yours was administered through the IV because you couldn't have had it any other way.
Yes.
Which again
I
we'll
don't think
go
they would give it
into.
to you anyway.
But yeah, it was I do remember you telling me about it afterwards. You're like, oh man, I get why people take ketamine now.
I do get it.
Because like you had an out of body experience. You had that feeling of like you're looking down at your body.
Yeah, I did have that.
Yes.
I did have that like floating above my body and looking down experience. But also, I was like, if you think that like this is a simulation or whatever, confirmed.
Yes.
It was
is.
like, it is. Like,
It is.
Apparently it is like a drug that makes you hallucinate, but I feel like I stopped hallucinating. I woke up. I saw through the matrix.
Interesting.
Because I was like, it's like my brain went offline. It's like I can't keep up this facade anymore. It was like gradually switching off. It was literally like a stained glass window, like everything was like chipping off. And I was like, oh, I can't maintain this facade anymore. Yeah.
That's so cool though.
It was cool. I mean, it was only like 10 minutes, but at the same time I was like, wow.
But
it
also
is fake.
like time's all relative.
Time is relative. But like I was like, yeah, that's right. This is a simulation. This is fake. There's more. There's other shit going on.
There
I knew
is.
it.
There's
I
a
fucking
lot.
knew it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now you know.
Now I know.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
You just need to take a hit of ketamine apparently.
And also like I'm not a drug. I've never been a drugs person. I'm not an escapist. I can't
No.
stand that shit.
No. I mean, even before, before,
Yeah.
you didn't really take it. Well,
No.
I don't think, have you? Maybe weed?
I've smoked weed
That's probably about it.
and I didn't really like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think alcohol, even that, you didn't really drink too much.
No, not
And
really.
often.
No, definitely not often. Well, apart from that 6-month period.
That's different.
But even then, I was like only having like 1 to 2 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. I'm not an escapist.
You're
I'm
not
here
a
to be here.
substance user.
No, like I don't think I talked about this last episode, but I went on a date with a guy a few weeks ago who does meditation.
Yes.
Hated him.
Yes.
Hated him. But like he's definitely an escapist. Like he was like, oh, I don't do drugs, and then he talked about meditation. I was like, well, you're using meditation as a drug,
Yes.
like in place of drugs.
Yes.
You're still doing the same thing.
Yeah, it just gives you a holier than thou type
Yeah.
feeling.
You're better
because-
than other people.
Yeah, because you meditate, not do drugs.
Yeah.
Because meditation. It's
Yeah.
it's still it's like escapism is escapism. Doesn't matter what the substance, the drink, the meditation, whatever it is. If you want to escape, you're trying to escape.
Exactly. It's like an addiction.
You'll find
It's like
a way.
you've just transferred it to something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a transferred addiction. Mm-hmm.
So like I'm a present person. I like being alive. I like being in this reality. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get out of it. So
But when you had that ketamine, on the other hand,
I was like, well, I could get used to this. Yeah. No, not really. But like I understand like why you would try it.
yeah,
I really enjoyed it, and I'm like yet again I was prescribed ketamine. Like I took it home. I never touched it.
yeah,
So like whatever. But like the infusion though, I really enjoyed, and also because it was temporary. It's like it's only like 10-15 minutes.
Well, and also you're probably in the most agonizing pain of your life, and to get 10 minutes break from it,
yes.
fine.
Well, you say that. I remember like I was like in manual breathing mode because I was so fucking out of it. And I remember telling the nurse, I was like, I can't believe it still hurts.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was like the worst pain I can conceptualize of.
Oh god.
Truly.
All
Anyway.
right, noted.
Anyway, ended up going to hospital and I saw my immunologist who I love. Shout out him.
Absolutely.
And then I had surgery and surgeon was fucking legend. Loved him as well. One of my friends, my boss at work brought me a balloon. I'll chuck up a photo. She
Yes,
was like,
please.
sorry about your gallbladder. That was hilarious.
Love
Surgeon
that.
loved that. He was like, that's amazing. I was like, I know. Yeah.
Personality, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And like there was a bunch of shit that happened in hospital. I'll tell that another time. But like it was just hospital, like there's always drama.
Yeah.
There's always shit that goes down.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Always stories. But the best part is I go to a nice hospital and they have really good food.
Yeah, and you're able to eat a lot of food.
It's so good. The food is so good there. It's
Yes.
so crazy good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I hate being sick. I hate going to hospital, but the food is so good.
Yeah, it's sort of like if you have to go to hospital to have that food, fine.
Yeah. Okay, now to my autoimmune illness.
Yeah,
major
so the reason
story.
for the gallbladder.
The reason, well, kind of.
Sort of.
Not really.
Actually, there's no real correlation to it, is there?
No, I don't know what you're on about, really.
Yeah, I take that back.
I think the gallbladder was a genetic. No, actually, no. We'll have to cover this in another episode. The gallbladder was from a history of eating disorders. Anorexia and gallbladder issues like this. So that's another episode.
Way to put a damper on the mood because we're really like light and bubbly with our topics.
I know, right? We're usually so happy. Cancer, trauma.
Yeah. Autoimmune illnesses.
Yeah. So anyway, just want to preface this. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I literally always have to fucking say this. But
Oh, yes, because of, yes, okay.
yeah, but literally, basically, I got my Pfizer vaccine. Got my first dose. I was anaphylactic to it. And then literally my body started going batshit insane.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, firstly I had heart problems straight away. I had really bad heart pain. Like I was waking up like screaming with heart pain. That was fucked. And then literally I started reacting to every food. Like, every time I ate a meal, I would like start swelling up. I would wake up in the middle of the night and my mouth would all be like covered in hives and stuff. And I was just really scared. It scared the hell out of me.
Scared me.
Okay.
Not that obviously you should take that into account, but obviously it's all about you. But I was like,
It's really hard for Megan.
Yeah, it was. It was all about me and it's how I was feeling in that situation. So just want to preface that. But no, there was a point where you literally could not eat anything. I think maybe you could have some water. And then you said you take like a piece of white bread just to basically not pass out.
That was like later down the track.
Very later down the track, but it was also, you know, it was insane because like I could tell how unwell you were, and you hadn't been diagnosed at that point with it. Well, anything really.
No, I had.
You had?
Yeah, your timeline's fucked.
Wow.
Your time's it's wrong.
It is.
Yeah.
The point was, it was not good.
It was not good. So I was down to like I figured out I could eat chicken. So I was eating chicken, and then basically I was trying to get admitted to hospital. I kept presenting to hospital. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong.
Yes, there's something wrong.
They somehow, I think my GP referred me to like a general specialist who had admission rights. And that's how I got admitted to hospital finally. They had to investigate. And then they only had one immunologist on staff and he refused to treat me.
Why?
He was just a cunt.
Right.
Like I remember him coming in and basically like I knew it was mast cell activation syndrome and I brought it up and he basically was like, I can't help you. But he had like a real attitude.
I also preface that you are a researcher. So if like something like this happens, you're like, right, what is it? Let's find out. Let's do some research. Let's try to figure it out. And like, I think it was more after you saying, hey, I think this is what I've got. Or like you coming from a little bit of knowledge was able to really get the doctor to be like, oh, maybe.
Oh, no, because my doctor was switched on straight away.
Which one?
My immunologist, my main one.
The now one.
Now one.
But not the earlier ones.
No, they were fucking useless. The thing is, like, most immunologists don't know about this illness. Most doctors don't know about this illness.
Which is quite...
And it's so common. It's so underdiagnosed. I know so many people have it and they're not diagnosed. Because a lot of people just get like migraines or get like brain fog, like have like such a mild thing. And I had like anaphylaxis.
Yeah, great. Specifically, and it's also concentrated mostly around your mouth, right?
My throat.
Yes, your throat. Yeah.
So like my throat closing, like I can't breathe.
Yeah. So of course, if like some people experience it at a different place, it might not be as severe as unfortunately yours is.
Like Ellie thinks she has it. She just like gets hives on her body, like on her legs and stuff. That's MCAS.
That's not great.
It's not great, and it's also like very linked to like neurodivergence, trauma.
Great.
Other things. It's just like all goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like POTS as well. Like I definitely have like a bit of POTS, as in like I can get like quite dizzy. Blah blah blah. Anyway, but yeah, so he was useless. Fuck that guy, because I also know he treats people with my illness, and he just refused to treat me.
Was there like what had been the lead up to?
What do you mean?
Obviously not.
It was literally a 10-minute conversation, and he decided he didn't like me.
That's not how it works.
I hope he dies in a fire.
Like, you don't treat a person just because you like them or not. You treat them because they're a patient and they need help.
Yeah, he doesn't have that problem apparently. Yeah, he was just like, no. And he walked out, and like I was like, what happened? And they were like, yeah, he can't treat you. So they were like, they didn't know what to do. So
Great.
I did some research. I like went onto every fucking forum I could with my illness. Like I went on Facebook, I went on Reddit, all these places. And basically I looked up immunologists in Melbourne and who people go to. He was one of them, but he didn't want to treat me. So I looked up this guy and I spoke to the doctors who were like, whatever, treating me kind of, I was saying. And I was like, well, if you can't treat me, can I be transferred to another hospital? And they were like, yeah, if they'll take you. And I was like, can you look into this guy? And they were like, yep. They knew him. He's like well known.
Perfect. Love that.
He's like one of the most well known immunologists in Australia. He has a good reputation. And they spoke to him and he immediately said yes, admitted me, went over, changed my life. He was just so helpful.
I do love that guy.
He's such a legend.
I feel like it was sort of like the first time you could finally be like, finally someone believes me that I do have this illness. Yeah. Because also like it's sort of similar to, you know, when you're like me with being undiagnosed for 6 months, like, you know, I even had like my boss's boss say to me at the time, like, you know, is it all in your head? Like, are you really sick, or are you just sort of like making it up for attention?
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, yeah, but then she was also the first person to go off and, first of all, tell my private medical information to a bunch of the other staff members. Yeah.
What a cunt.
Yeah. But yeah, basically my point was like it is frustrating to go undiagnosed for so long and you know in your body you're not well.
Well,
You know that your body's not like 100%. Like you literally weren't able to eat food.
no, I mean I was losing weight rapidly.
Yes.
And I was so weak.
Yes.
When I was hospitalized.
Yes.
It was messed up. Oh, and also I didn't say this part. So basically, I gained a bunch of weight during lockdown, and I basically cast a spell to lose weight, and then I got sick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention before, but I thought, nah.
Oh, you can. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I actually put in my weight that I wanted to weigh in every week, and I got it. Literally every week, I weighed in that amount without any. I didn't go to the gym.
And actually, now you've pretty much stayed
maintained. Oh no, I've lost a bit of weight.
Oh well, fix that obviously.
Whatever. I'm trying to maintain my weight as best I can.
Fair enough. And with the situation that you're in, I think that's fine. Yeah,
that's it. Like I don't want to be skinny. I don't give a shit.
No.
And also like I just need to be like also like if you're skinny, you're in much more danger. Like you need fat on your body to survive. That's why I survived. Otherwise, I would have fucking died. If I hadn't gained weight in lockdown, I would have died.
Yeah.
So yeah,
my life would have been like I wouldn't be here. That'd be so sad.
Anyway,
it's about me.
It's always about you.
It's always about me.
Yeah. So anyway, that happened. Anyway, so like they released me. So I was in hospital for like 2 months. And like it was during lockdown. So I couldn't experiment with any foods or whatever, like because I couldn't have visitors and stuff.
Or very limited amount, yeah.
No, I couldn't have visitors at all. This was the first. Oh, this was like early in the lockdowns.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have any visitors whatsoever.
Yeah.
For 2 months, I spent my birthday in hospital by myself. It was great. Oh, and also my cat died. And my cat, who was like elderly, and he was like hanging on and stuff, and then he passed away while I was in hospital, like a week or two in.
God, that's rough.
It was horrible. I miss him. R.I.P. Cuddy.
Yeah. And the white one, right?
No, white and ginger.
Oh.
He was so sweet. He was such a sweet cat.
The white one?
Well, the white one died a few years prior.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Belle.
Bring back Mems.
Yeah. She was another.
Yeah, well,
anyway, yeah, so then that happened. I came home and I couldn't adjust to eating at home.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I got sick again. I got back down to like, I was throwing up water and I was living on breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Like literally tiny bits of bread.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah. And I like was yet again losing weight rapidly. I was so weak. I remember like I ended up cutting off all my hair because I like couldn't brush it and it ended up getting matted in the back. So that's why I cut my hair because I had it like short for a while because I literally just couldn't look after myself. I was so sick.
Yeah.
And I was hospitalized. I think I did another stint and I stayed there for a month and I managed to test foods while I was there and stabilize. And also there was a medication they were giving me, I think it's Xolair, and I started reacting to that. Originally it helped and then it stopped helping me, but it can be life-changing for some people. I've been tempted to try it again, but it was also really scary having allergic reactions to that.
Fair enough. Also, I mean, at the time your body was like super sensitive.
Yeah.
So maybe
it can be really good for some people, but at the same time injecting stuff and having a reaction and not being able to do anything is really scary.
Oh, totally.
Like at least with food I can do like a little bit.
Yeah.
With Xolair it's like you do the full injection, that's it.
Yeah.
So
you deal with the consequences.
Yeah. So it's really scary. That's the thing about my illness. It's very, very scary because like anaphylaxis is like pretty much the worst experience in the world. It feels like it feels like the world is closing in on you. You have this like sense of doom.
Is it? I mean, not to say it is, but is it sort of like that feeling of like a panic and anxiety attack? That sort of like...
That but worse.
I mean, obviously more of a physical rather than just sort of like that mental.
Well, that is physical.
Panic
attacks are physical.
No, I know. Like, I mean more like because the reason's sort of more a mental reason rather than like your body is physically going into shock.
It's tough because they're linked, anaphylaxis, and actually panic attacks can trigger anaphylaxis. So you've got to get your anxiety and your nervous system regulated and then also avoid triggers. This is a very fucked illness.
Yeah. I have to admit, like granted, yes, I've had cancer and granted, yes, it's not good and it's horrible and not downplaying anyone's experience at all. But for me, it was so much like far greater than what you've gone through. Because mine was, a year?
And it's treatable.
And it's treatable. I can still eat. Like, it was just, I lost some hair and, obviously threat of dying, but,
chemo as well.
Chemo, like, that wasn't great. But, like, for you, you literally could not eat anything without anaphylaxis. You couldn't have, like, do anything.
That's the other thing. I became, like, one of the things I realized when I got sick was that I became anaphylactic to over-the-counter medication. Like, I was trying to take antihistamines to help. That's another thing. I went to a immunologist for help and they recommended I take antihistamines, and then I reacted to the antihistamines, had to go to the emergency room. And I remember being in the emergency room and I was on the phone to the immunologist and I was like, I did what you asked. And she was like, oh, maybe try a different one. And the nurse looked at me and she was like, no. Don't do that. No.
No, don't go to that one again.
Yeah, I didn't. I should have reported her. She was fucked.
But yeah, now you've changed to
My regular immunologist.
no. Well, yes, that, but also your medication now. You have to get them compounded.
Yeah, I have compounded medication only. And that's fine. But also my body, it's like I have to introduce things slowly.
Yes.
But at the same time, I basically like I have 8 foods that I'm up to. I basically eat steak and veg every night.
Woo.
And during winter.
Morning and lunch.
That's it.
That's it.
Steak and veg at night, and during winter the steak's really fatty, so it's like excellent. Steak it's like so good during winter.
Because you can't have butter, you can't have olive oil, you can't have any other oils.
No, but in hospital they gave me deep fried chips and they use cottonseed oil, but that's impossible to find.
Yeah. But
it's really good. I've got to track that down.
Got to get someone in hospitality, I think.
Yeah, I'll find that. I'll find a way to get that.
Oh, totally. Of course you will.
That, and also I can have Smith's plain chips.
Chips. That was a recent development too.
No, that's not recent. That's
somewhat
every year.
Recent.
Okay, whatever. I needed a carb pretty much because I was living on protein and mild veg.
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling great. So I got a carb and now I have energy.
Yeah, woo.
And I should introduce more food, but also it's like super scary. Oh, but I'm trying to introduce formula. A lot of people with my illness have formula.
Yeah.
And that covers all their like nutritional bases.
Yep.
And the thing is that if you introduce like more nutrition, your body can be more receptive to introducing other things. So that's the goal. Basically get on formula, get my nutrition back up to scratch, and then I can expand my foods. Yeah. And also, I just want to highlight, I haven't had an anaphylactic reaction in 2 years.
Yeah. Actually, the last time you had one was with the open jar of peanut butter.
That was mild anaphylaxis. I managed to stave off.
Oh,
yeah.
You meaning like an actual anaphylactic?
Yeah, I haven't used an EpiPen in 2 years.
Wonderful. Love that.
Which is good because EpiPens are, like, they save your life, but it is an awful experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big hit of adrenaline and your body just goes feral.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, but yeah, last year in April, May, it was around your birthday, I went to my friend's house and she takes tablets with peanut butter and she left the jar open around me.
Which should have been fine because you weren't, with food smells, you didn't have any issues at the time.
I was fine. But anyway, I started reacting to it, had to call an ambulance. The reaction calmed down. But since then, I've been sensitive to food smells.
Also, just want to preface I think the paramedics were hot. Was that them?
Yeah.
Yes. So that was also like very awkward for you.
Yeah, that was an awful experience.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah,
and one of them was kind of flirting with me and I was like, I'm not well, like, please stop.
But also at the same time, like...
But he was really hot though.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I remember about it. Granted, as horrible as the experience was, you're also sort of like, and they were hot.
I hate that though. They're always hot. Like, as in, like, I don't want to deal with that when I'm like having a reaction or whatever. Like,
absolutely.
In an emergency, I don't want to be like, oh, how do I look? Like,
I know. You're like, I'm in pain and I want to focus on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were really hot and really nice and that was fucked.
And then that's actually started a whole thing. Pretty much every paramedic that we see or meet have been hot. So
a lot of them are hot.
A lot of them. Give us anyone who has an idea of why or why hot people seem to go into that field specifically. Let us know.
Why are there so many hot paramedics?
I don't know.
I've called a lot of ambulances in my time.
Yes, you have.
And they're generally hotties.
Yeah.
And they're generally young as well.
I think the comparison that we're going with were firemen and how we don't seem to find... I think in America it might be different. Like there's a lot of hot firemen, but in Australia, not as much.
No.
It's not as common.
No, like in America, it's like pretty much exclusively gym bros.
Yeah.
And here it's like exclusively retirees.
It feels that way. Yeah.
But if you have evidence to the contrary, please.
Please,
let us know.
Feel free to send through some hot fireman photos.
I guess they do have that fireman calendar, but I think they must find like the 10, 12 hot firemen in Australia and put them in the calendar.
Yeah, the 10.
Fuck off. How about that?
Maybe there's one guy for 2 months.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
It could happen.
Yeah, they find the 12 hot firemen and that's it.
Yeah. Then they're out.
That's it.
They have to wait maybe another year to find another 12.
Oh, I think they just recycle the same dudes.
Yeah,
because
probably.
There's not that many hot firemen. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. We need more evidence.
Yeah.
More proof if anyone has some.
Exactly. Anyway, so that's my autoimmune illness. It's called mast cell activation syndrome, and it's not good. But also, there's a couple people on TikTok who are so great. There's Caroline something. If you just type in MCAS and look up Caroline, and there's also that other girl, I think the one that you followed.
Yes.
And she is doing some sort of like somatic therapy and trying to regulate her nervous system, and she's introducing foods that way. So I'm going to a somatic therapist this week.
Yeah,
I'm going to try that because your nervous system is very linked to your mast cell regulation.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out.
I think as I've gotten older, I've also realised that how much of like trauma and emotional issues and stuff are all so specifically for women too.
Oh, yes.
Like autoimmune illnesses, like my cancer, I'm fairly sure was probably from trauma. Like it's just, it's amazing how things happen in your life and how your body sort of deals with it and processes it.
Yeah.
Like crazy, but obviously not great in everyone's case.
Yeah. On that note, I was talking to the girl who I see is 23. And I don't know how we got onto it, but I was like, one of my friends got diagnosed with cancer at 23. And I was like, we were talking about autoimmune stuff as well. And I was like, do you know anyone with autoimmune illnesses? And she was like, not really. And I was like, in 10 years' time, she will. A lot of women
100%.
will develop illnesses in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, I would agree with that, 100%.
It's like the trauma kicks in.
Yeah, if anyone has autoimmune or any sort of health issues, obviously that you want to discuss, let us know, and when you got it too, because that'd be really interesting to know, like if that theory is correct, if it is sort of later 20s, early 30s, because it doesn't surprise me.
It's like really depressing. I didn't want to tell her that, but in my mind I was like, that's going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially for women, especially.
I sort of feel like with women as we get older, we get a lot more knowledgeable, we get a lot more wise. Like we've been around, we know what men are like, we know about the patriarchy, we know about the society and etc. and how they treat women and etc. And it's frustrating because like there are points where older women tried to teach or tell younger women, hey, this is this and blah, blah, blah.
And we didn't listen.
And I think societally it's sort of men sort of being like, hey, no, don't listen to those women. Like they're old and they're just bitter and, they didn't get the guy or they didn't get this or blah, blah, blah. So we sort of look at them like, oh, like what's wrong with them? But then obviously as we get older, we realise like, oh, actually what's wrong with them?
Exactly. Like they've actively decided to avoid them for reasons.
Yes.
Valid reasons.
Yes. Very valid reasons. My God, the reasons. But yeah, it's one of those things that, early 20s me would have been like, yeah, totally. Like they're all old and bitter and whatever. But no, they know exactly what they're talking about.
They were right.
They were right. They were 100% right.
Okay, so that is our health episode.
Yes, that's a little insight into our
that's a bit of context.
Lives.
Yeah. So like Meg, cancer free.
Woo! Yeah, for 12 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'll happily have that.
And I am still battling my autoimmune stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'll see how it goes. It's meant to calm down. Like my flare is only meant to last a few years. However, I'm still in it. So I'm like, it's been almost 3 years now.
I do remember there was one nurse at your favourite hospital who said that she was allergic to like shellfish or something.
I remember that.
Yeah, and she said like one day her body just sort of got over it.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know if it necessarily was like it was just overnight or was completely healed, but I do wonder if there was any sort of legitimacy to it.
I'm sure there is because the thing is like I've had lifelong food allergies. Like I've always been allergic to nuts and coconut.
True, yes.
But at the same time, there was a time when I could tolerate coconut for a bit. Like I was really working on my health like 10 years ago and got really into like cardio and fitness. Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like my allergies went down. Like I couldn't eat dairy for a while and then I couldn't eat dairy all of a sudden. Like it wasn't triggering anything. So it's like you can definitely reduce inflammation in your body and make it tolerate more things. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm super inflamed. It's just like my body is just like my system is just dysregulated. So I don't know how to I don't know how to fix that. I think it's a slow process, but I will make more of a conscious effort. At the same time, I'm constantly stressing myself out. So
it's a very fine line to although maybe the somatic healing might help.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a go though. Like it's interesting to try.
Absolutely. Because I think with illnesses like this that it's not necessarily like take this pill and you'll be fixed. It's one of those that you have to find what works for you.
Yeah, it's a bit unconventional. Unconventional illness, unconventional treatment.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm
Just,
and it's like a weird experimental thing. Like I'm happy to try.
yeah.
Whatever.
Totally. Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
And hopefully it works.
Yeah, it'll just be super fucking expensive. So
Minor detail.
love that for me.
Well, you know, what is the cost of it when it can give you health?
True.
Granted, at the same time, you have to afford it to be able to go to it to.
Yeah,
then
I have to
get
pay
better health.
bills.
Yeah,
So
you know, minor
so-
detail,
but
really.
if one of my businesses takes off, then it's fine.
Lingerie, podcast,
Yeah, podcast, buy our merch.
condoms.
Condoms. Yeah, condoms.
Although I
work in
think that
progress.
might be a little while.
Yeah, I've got to figure that out. I also need to get more samples
Mm.
because I'm like also like sizing is a whole thing.
I mean, that could be a whole episode, to be honest.
Could it?
It could. Oh, you talking about condoms at the moment? My goodness.
Okay,
In a good way.
in a good way. Also, like I'm the most sexless person, so like I've got no one to test them with. I got my first batch of samples the day after
Oh.
Pentacles broke up with me.
Oh, that was rough.
I was like, what the fuck?
It was
Could you
sort
not
of
have
like-
waited a week?
Yeah, it was also sort of like the universe just sort of being like, you know what could really just make this situation even better? I know, the day after was brutal.
Literally the morning after.
They were obviously giving you a bit of a break if it was not the day of.
God, yeah.
Even still, not great.
Oh, what an idiot. Anyway, whatever. It's done.
Hindsight's 2020.
That's cool.
Hmm.
I wish. If I got the condom samples on Tuesday, maybe I would have had a meltdown.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would be like, keep it together, Erica.
You can do it.
Whatever.
No.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, I'm done talking.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Like,
again.
subscribe, rate us 5 stars.
Please. Again, like previous episode, can't handle negative criticism.
We're very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Yeah.
Hello, autoimmune, cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Who would rate this less than 5 stars?
Oh, it's brilliant. Honestly, if you do, you have problems.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
get it
fine.
together.
But just,
Yeah, get it together in your own time.
thanks for joining.
It's been fingers crossed.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Love you.